Why is it not a good idea to drink alcohol when you're chronically stressed? And why did this question come up? Well, actually, one of our students from our special 6-week program discussed this with me. She is a mom, and in the evening, in order to unwind, she drinks 1 or 2 glasses of wine almost every night. And then the next day in the morning, when she feels that she didn't get a good rest, when she feels with brain fog and lack of concentration, she instantly regrets it and promises herself that she won't do the same the next evening. But because of the accumulated stress in the day, because of the high anxiety caused by some unhappy things in the family, then again she is taking up the drinking. What she feels is that when she drinks, she becomes happier, she becomes relaxed, she can play with the kids, and that creates a positive energy in the house, the fact that she is in a good mood. But what she observed is that this habit is creating imbalance in her physical body, and it's also promoting her anxiety to the top. So she came to yoga, and she came to Yogic Uplift community looking for a solution for her problem. And let's discuss, according to science, why it is not good to drink alcohol when you're suffering from chronic stress. The first reason is what scientists call as a paradox, meaning when you are ingesting the alcohol, being wine or maybe something else, what happens? The cortisol level drops. That is because when we are drinking alcohol, dopamine gets produced, which is a happiness hormone, and also the GABA neurotransmitters, which makes us feel calm. But what happens after some time? The brain understands that this was something artificial, the drop down in cortisol was something artificial, so in order to balance this, it will produce more cortisol. This is why when you're drinking in the night, in the evening or in the night, you cannot get a good night's sleep. Usually in the night, the cortisol level is very low, but because of alcohol consumption, cortisol goes very high. And cortisol inhibits melatonin, which is a sleeping hormone, or it's a hormone that helps us get a good sleep. This is why when you're drinking in the night, the next morning, you're not really feeling rested because you didn't actually go to REM, which is the state of the sleep where the brain and the body goes into calm and gives you that feeling of really well rested. The second thing that happens when you are drinking alcohol is that the hypothalamus, pituitary, and adrenal gland axis is overstimulated by continuous production of cortisol. This translates into the fact that the parasympathetic system, which is the inbuilt mechanism of relaxation of the body, cannot go through. That prolongs the state of chronic stress. And the third important reason why you shouldn't drink when you are chronically stressed is that alcohol produces a small degree inflammation in the body. And in the short term, what does the body do to regulate that? You are correct, it produces cortisol, because cortisol acts as an anti-inflammatory substance for the short term. So as you can see, when you are drinking alcohol, you are actually producing more and more cortisol, which produces more stress, and it keeps you locked in this negative circle of being more and more stressed, more and more anxious. What is the solution though? Because I know that culturally, not only in Romania, but everywhere in the Western countries and maybe everywhere in the world, people use alcohol in order to detense, in order to feel calm, in order to feel like a weight has lifted from their shoulders. And it is culturally accepted, which makes it really hard to fight it. But what is a positive way of liberating yourself from drinking alcohol in order to feel calm? Here at Yogic Uplift community, we practice Nirvana Yoga. This is a complete healing system where we move consciously. When we are doing preparatory exercises and asanas, we learn how to breathe, and we really detense the mind through the yogic breathing techniques. We do deep relaxation techniques which helps your nervous system to unwind. And the utmost benefit of these techniques is that they gradually remove the root cause of the stress. Maybe you are wondering why reading a book, why watching a movie, why watching a good film or speaking with your friends doesn't actually distress you, because they fail to remove the cause of the stress, which is within, which is stuck at an energy level. This is where Nirvana Yoga functions like a miracle, because when we are practicing Nirvana Yoga, we are receiving a flow of universal energy from the source, and this universal energy helps us to remove the chronic stress from within. You will not feel, when you are practicing Nirvana Yoga for a longer time, when you are feeling, when you are practicing on a daily basis, you will never feel the need to drink alcohol, because from within you will be so much calm, so much relaxed. You will be in a good mood. You will need nothing from the outside in order to relax you. So whether it is a personalized one-to-one program, whether it is a group program, if you use alcohol in order to relieve your chronic stress, please message me, because we can discuss what is the right set of practices for you, and you can start your proper healing right now. Don't postpone. You can start from today.